What is up? Welcome to another episode of the Get Legit Podcast. The what?
Power. Where did you get this lighter from, Lo?
I got it from my house where I live.
Yes, because you took it from me.
No, I didn't. Bro, it's not your lighter.
Y'all, look at this lighter. I promise you, I'm gonna go to my memories and I'm gonna show y'all this my lighter. I know where I got it from. I got this in Maryland.
I don't care. I put this showed up, and then I dropped it. Because I don't care. This nigga swear everything. You got possessive.
Bro, you're not keeping my lighter.
You got possessive disorder.
Bro, I promise you that's my... Lo, I promise you that's my lighter.
Alright, give me a lighter to replace it and I'll think about it.
Nigga, what?
Hey man, this is our first official episode. I go by the name of Low Nose Music. I got Composed by Fur with me.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah, man, we got a really good episode for y'all today. This is our first real episode. Last episode, we talked a little bit, but we got some real good topics for today, man. Some real serious shit that we really want to talk about. And of course, we want y'all to give us y'all feedback in the comments. Make sure y'all interact with us. Make sure y'all give us y'all perspective on everything we talk about. All right? So, shit, let's get into it, man. What we talking about today, Fur?
One of the things we're gonna talk about right now, really, you know, it's a lot going on, a lot of poverty, so that brings up the crime rate, and just particularly we're gonna be talking about firearms and women carrying, and we'll branch off into just firearm carrying and protecting yourself as a whole.
Got that fire on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That fire, you never know. Nah, man, but women in firearms, I definitely feel like more women should have firearms, bro, because it's crazy. You know, we live in Atlanta. Sex trafficking is big, bro, and it's way bigger than what I thought it was like a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? And just the fact that it's a lot of creeps out here, man. I don't judge people, but like it's some real creepy people out here. I think women should carry. I feel like women should know how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you just gotta look at the education first.
Well, maybe a couple weeks ago, just on somewhere on the west side, but there was a guy. I guess they said he watched this girl get kidnapped. You know, it was like 5 in the morning or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people was on this guy because on his page, I guess he was a rapper, he had guns, whatever. I don't feel like you should judge nobody for that, but a lot of people did, and I realized the media got onto them so fast. You know what I'm saying? Got onto him so fast about it. But that girl actually...
So basically what you were saying is people were saying that since he was a rapper, he had this tough persona.
Yeah, like I know people I know people that I love and I value their opinion, and you don't always agree. And it was great to see because this dude, they was like, look at him, how he watches girl. And I'm like, yo, it's 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
We all, you know what I'm saying, have been, whether you've been dead asleep or coming back in late, and his girl was getting out of the car, and a creep kidnapped him. But the girl ended up passing, and like I was just thinking, like, damn, imagine like that really being your girl and everybody beating them up. But the media, I felt like knew exactly what they were doing. This dude that kidnapped her, he just got out of jail in November for molesting a child. That was actually his second time.
Damn, so he went to jail 2 times for molesting children and
he's
let
been
him out
on the street. You know what I'm saying? You got people locked up for nonviolent crimes.
Yeah.
Right, so that didn't really get to the social media part. You know what I'm saying? So I just say you got to actively protect yourself, you know, especially women right now. In the case of, what's that, the girl in Florida that went up to another place. Where she went? To,
I don't know. What happened?
Where was it? Petito. See, Haley is more than the girl that just handles everything. I mean, she go crazy when it comes to production. She literally keep us together. She's a part of this team.
Yes, sir.
So Petito, the girl, she got kidnapped. She passed. You know what I'm saying? Now the dude, I think they got a manhunt for him right now.
Oh, so the dude is still at large. He at large. So like, do they know how he killed her?
Well, they ain't confirmed it.
They saying it's like evidence of him. You know, he might be involved in it.
Oh, but they don't know how she died yet.
No, they went on a camping trip or something like that.
Oh,
in the woods.
Yes, man. But you know what I'm saying? It was her and her fiance.
They ain't had that blicky.
He the one that's at large. He the one that's on the run.
Oh!
Everybody,
yeah. Nah, he was
popular
abusive.
Blogger. She was a popular YouTube blogger.
She was?
Damn.
Yeah, so
Oh,
she
man.
started doing travel blogs. She was traveling around the country. So they went to trails over on the West Coast, like Utah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's lame.
So I mean, do you feel like her having a gun would have stopped that situation? I mean, that's one of the situations where it's like, you know, the person I'm supposed to trust and I'm with is, you know what I'm saying, fucking me over.
Well, see, that's just women protecting themselves as a whole, whether that is just like certain relationships. I think the dude was like abusive, like the cop, like some couple when they was on the side of the road in their RV, a couple called the police, was like, there's a dude that just slapping this girl on the side of the road.
Same couple you talking about?
Yeah, but when the police cam got there, he was she was like, well, I flipped out and I was hitting him, you know.
Yeah.
So
She was
that's
protecting
his
his
way
mental.
to protect yourself, whether it is just being mentally healthy, you know what I mean? So it's not just guns, but
All right,
it's
so
carrying
how about this? Let's talk about the pros and the cons of. I mean, I know a lot of females that carry, and I don't want to sound sexist, like girls can't have guns or they don't have guns, but just because females can be identified more as targets by some people, you know what I'm saying, for some reason, whatever their perception of it is. So like that's where the issue comes in. But like we also know that, I mean, and it, not to say that men don't do this, but we also know that women like to flip out a lot. Like I done seen some women flip out, and it's like, if you had a gun in this situation, you probably would have did some shit that you would have regretted for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And I actually know some girls that are like, bro, I don't need a gun because I know I would walk.
Okay, I like that because I know a couple women that I know that that's their fear. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta be honest about it. That is a fear that we have. I even had it when I first started really caring.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, I hope I don't. But really what it does, it actually, if you're gonna study more, you're gonna want to be more responsible. You're not gonna go certain places.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? It's like a responsibility.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? You're actively protecting yourself at all times. You're gonna know the laws a little more.
Yeah.
Because you know, like, all right, let me get myself out of this environment, and I'm gonna know when it's a threat. You see what I'm saying? But it's better to have, you know what I'm saying?
No,
not
for sure.
needed
I'm
than needed and not
definitely a
had.
licensed carrier, and you know, it's just people that's crazy out here. You know, it's a lot going on. The crime has definitely been going up. ATL scoop, ATL uncensored. Like this shit is happening every day.
For sure.
And you definitely got to protect yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing with me. Like me and my carry is just like, I never want to use that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to have to use my firearm. But if I have to, I will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If my life is in jeopardy, I'm gonna use my firearm. But just to even deal with like the police and investigations and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This could have been hit this and, you know, like, that's just too much, bro. Like, it's like, if it can, and that's what I get where you say, like, avoid certain places, because if all that can be, you know what I'm saying, just nipped in the bud by you just not going somewhere and being responsible with your carry, then it is what it is. But there's some crooked shit going on with police officers. There's some crooked shit going on with investigations, and like that just lead me into like, all right, Jelani Day, you know what I'm saying, one of my frat brothers, went to Alabama A&M University, and you know he was missing. He went missing. You know, he was up in school, furthering his education. You know, stand-up guy, stand-up student, great guy. And basically he went missing. He talked to his teacher, long story short. He was supposed to come meet with her, you know what I'm saying, he missed class. The last place they have him on camera is in a store, you know what I'm saying, with a certain set of clothes on. And they found those sets of clothes in the back of his car, which they found in the woods. And then later on, they found a body in the river. But they didn't let his family see the body to try to identify it, but they identified later, you know what I'm saying, at a later date that it was actually him. And it's just like, it's him, and there's other cases that are floating around. You know, everybody got their own research. You do your own research. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it's like with some, and I'm not just gonna say black, but with some of the investigations that's been going on, I feel like it's a lot more that can be done. You know, like who's to say the investigators or, you know what I'm saying, the detectives aren't doing anything, right? Because people are all human, you know what I'm saying? And it's like for you to even have to put yourself in a position where your livelihood is going to be at the mercy of somebody else, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm a diffuse and shit type of guy. You know what I'm saying? If I go there, it's gonna be a real reason.
Right. I mean, yeah, you always want to try to de-escalate in any situation. It's just because then you get to the point where when you're really trying to protect yourself, and this is where money talks.
Yeah.
And the best way you can protect yourself is being able to represent yourself financially. So you really don't even want those problems. Those are the real problems.
Yeah.
You don't even want those problems. So, yeah. And I guess we can go to the next topic. But the tip for power is, remember, the big gangsters are the ones that can afford lawyer fees. So women, make sure you get out there, carry, educate yourself if that's what you want to do. Build yourself some confidence in who you are so that you know that you're using that to protect you and who you are with. So that was the tip of the day for power. Will lead us in the
what's definitely power.
Prosperity.
I mean, not even prosperity. I'm gonna go with purpose, and just to piggyback on what you just left off on, and it's just basically like how you move. And I think a big part of how people move is the people that they with. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that you hang around with, the people that you associate yourself with, and the people that you know what I'm saying, spend time with. Everybody knows that if you're around somebody for a certain amount of time, you're going to pick up certain traits, you know what I'm saying, certain mannerisms. You might start to talk like them, pick up their slang, you know what I'm saying, something that they do, you know, and it's just the power, that, you know what I'm saying, that's just the power of the presence of the person that you're with, especially if it's on a consistent basis. But your team and the people that you're around, like for me, I got like a core team of people that I feel like got the same core values as me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got people around me that I feel want me to win, I can make money with, we can make money together, you know, and it's a beautiful thing, you know, like I feel like I got their back, I feel like they got my back, we got mutual respect for each other. Then I got another layer of people, you know, that's not necessarily my team, but they might be, you know, my associates, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, I know people from everywhere. I traveled a lot, you know, did a lot. At the end of the day, it's like you can still interact with those people. You know what I'm saying? You can interact with those people and you can be a part of their life. I like to be a part of everybody's life. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm gone, I want people to say like he did this, he did that. I touched a lot of people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to make a big impact, and like that's my purpose with what I'm leading into. You know what I'm saying? But I like to interact with everybody, and I got a certain level of camaraderie, and I got a certain level of respect for everybody. But I know there's certain people that I just don't need to be around. You know what I'm saying? So like your team, it's important to know that you need a team, and then it's important to know that the people around you influence you. And so your inner circle needs to be really strong. You know what I'm saying? You can deal with who you deal with, how you deal with it, but your inner circle and who you really dealing with, like even if it's not daily, but the most, you know what I'm saying? Like these are your closest people. You need to make sure that they solid as you is. You know what I'm saying? And that'll keep you out of a lot of situations, which lead to gun violence, which lead to what we're talking about today. Just to tie it all in.
Right, birds of a feather flock together.
That's it.
For sure.
That's it, man. But you know, I think that's all we got for today, bro. You know, so I feel like I feel like that's enough. You know, a little entertainment, a little education. You know, I really want to know how y'all feel about the subject. Once again, women in firearms. Do you feel like more women should carry firearms? Do you feel like more women should be educated or educators and educate other women on firearms and really make it a thing, you know what I'm saying, to be responsible and, you know, protected? So y'all let us know in the comments, you know, like, share, send it to somebody who got a, you know, opinion on this. Everybody got their own opinion. We're going to say ours, we want to know yours, we want to build this community, and we want to see how we can work together to get some of this stuff in action.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to get legit with it. So that's all we got for today, man. I'm done.
I want some power.